You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life feels slow, just remember. Just remember. Just remember. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds. And when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just remember. Just remember. Just remember. Just remember.
Well, welcome everybody once again to Sim Racing Media. Tonight, the drivers of the J&M Group Industrial Services Winston Cup Series presented by Roberts Ballscrews is off to Gateway. Had a week off last week for Thanksgiving, but they get right back into it. Last time they were on the track, they were at Chicagoland Speedway, where we saw Justin Lewis lead 70 laps en route to victory. Maxwell Caldwell finished second, Adam Lowe third. But that is where we start. Where will we finish? I'm not sure, but my broadcast partner up here, Liam Irvig, is going to help us out and see what we can see here tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be an absolutely fantastic time here at Gateway. These next-gen cars are tough to handle here, but these two opposite, with the differences in the opposite ends of the racetrack. Obviously, turns 1 and 2 is a little bit slower, a little bit tighter. Turns 3 and 4, it's going to be a little bit wider, a little bit faster. It's going to be tough to set up your car for both turns. So odds are some guys are going to set up for one side and just try to make the losses minimal for the other side of the racetrack.
Yeah, definitely something you got to look forward to, too. We are set for 125 laps here tonight. They have 2 sets of tires laying in the pits, so it's going to matter when you decide to take them, as it looks like qualifying's just about wrapped up here. Several drivers electing not to take that qualifying lap.
Yeah, a lot of unknowns at this race, at this racetrack. So some of these guys electing to stay out there or stay on the pits, start at the back, and kind of let things play out. Looks like we're ready to get this grid up and running. The lights are on. The sun is down. Justin Lewis is going to lead us down. He is on the pole. Michael Matta to his outside. Trevor Dalton's going to make up row number 2 with Maxwell Caldwell to his outside. Andrew Polishi and Joshua Yarborough. Adam Brady, Ryan Kelly, Jonathan K-Spare, Ronnie Hurst, Todd Merkel, Tyler Farrar, Kendorian Davis, a couple of rookies back there, with Jason Crumley to his outside, and then we might have ourselves a little wild man in the back from the Mid-South.
So to be getting set to go. Justin Lewis is going to try and go back-to-back here. We've got a tight points battle here as they are calculating drop weeks as we go along. So right now, Justin Lewis with his 2 wins has 855 points. Andrew Polishi also with the 855. Maxwell Caldwell doesn't have a win yet on the season, but he is looking tough there with 850 points, and then it goes back 45 points back to Trevor Dalton, and Adam Lowe is going to be bringing up 5th place right now. But a lot can change as the drop weeks take effect as they go through the season here.
That is definitely a huge thing to think about here. And as we get ready for these guys to roll off, of course, we do have that one fast repair just in case. Got 3 sets of tires in this race, 1 on the cars right now, and then 2 going to be in the pits. Dealing with a track temperature of 66, 65 degree ambient temperature. Going to be pretty grippy in the cooler temperatures here, I would assume, Mike. But
well, that is going to be interesting to see how this track changes, because we watched them in practice and they were kind of sliding around a little bit. Then we saw in qualifying where they kind of were still in that daylight stage. But now we go ahead and we move on into the nighttime, and these track temperatures cool down. Tires are going to get a little more grippy. So we'll see if they're able to stick these next gens to that ground and just ride around this racetrack.
We will see here as we've got about a lap and a half until the green. I believe we've got an extension on this pace lap. So see the lights on the pace car. I want to bring a little bit of attention to that number 16 car on the outside, Michael Matta. Rocking the Old Spice paint scheme, and yes, indeed, that is a face on the front of the car. Doesn't look like Corey LaJoy, but I think Michael put himself on his own car, and he's ready to get out in some clean air, hopefully not have to eat any dust. Of course, Justin Lewis sitting on the pole. He's won twice already this year.
Now you got Maxwell Caldwell back there in 4th as he's looking to bring home a victory. He had a couple hard luck races there. Well, last time we saw him, he had a technical failure that put his car right into that outside wall. Otherwise, I think he would have been battling Justin Lewis there for the victory. But
oh yeah, a lot of those Merkel Racing Engines cars have been super strong as of late. It'll be fun to watch them get out there, see what they can do. Just about half a lap until we go green, and there actually is a car back there in 12th place, believe it or not. It's not just a floating Busch Light logo. There's a camouflage paint scheme back there on Tyler Farrar. I believe he is a rookie coming out here, at least to this league.
yeah, first season, I do believe. I think we saw him a couple weeks ago. Dorian Davis is another rookie out here on track. We should be getting ready to go as that pace car makes that left-hand turn. Justin Lewis ready to fire that engine and get the loud pedal down here as we get set to take off here at Gateway. Green flag is out, and we are racing at Gateway.
We'll have to see what they think of that start there. Almost a little bit of contact between the first two. Michael Matta gets the advantage. Coming up off of turn number 2, Justin Lewis going to try to sneak back to the inside going into 3 and 4, but deep down in goes the 16.
Yeah, Matt has been pretty quick all night here. We'll see if it helps a little bit with those cooler temperatures as he gets that run. Justin Lewis is set to just slide around here. Andrew Polici, Maxwell Caldwell side by side.
Caldwell going to try the crossover here, coming up off of turn number 2. Gets himself almost the nose down there. These straightaways are long enough where you should be able to pull some side draft when you get towards the end, and that could help you pull off that move that Caldwell is trying to pull off right now. Looks like he's going to be able to get clear of that 81. Puts himself up into 4th place.
Justin Lewis going to pull down to the inside and challenge for the lead here. Michael Matta on the high side, Justin Lewis on the low side. Justin slides in front of Matta. Matta tries to cross him over, goes down to the inside. Side by side, they go down the backstretch.
Ooh, into the wall goes Caldwell. He got a little bit loose coming up off of the corner. And it's like he overcorrected a bit and used that wall to kind of save him a little bit. See if there's any damage to that 94. But it's a shame because he just put down the quickest lap of the race, the lap prior.
Well, we saw him drive it in deep, and he was sticking it pretty good, but coming off the corner there, got a little loose. And in these next gens, if you get a little loose, sometimes with that new steering they have, it can get a little snappy there, and that looks like might have been what happened there to Maxwell Caldwell.
These things are tough to say for a completely different reason than, say, Gen 4 or Gen 5 were. Got Polici now trying to defend there from Brady. Here's Ryan Kelly knocking the number 13 iRacing machine.
Justin Lewis just ran the fastest lap of the race.
Yes, he did. A 33.54. Michael Matta just behind him with a 33.61.
Caldwell trying to get back some positions here as he goes to the inside of Brady.
Brady's trying to work something there in that second lane. It's kind of beneficial when you come up off of the corner, especially right there where Caldwell got a little bit loose. He wasn't able to use up all that racetrack. I say that every week, using up all the racetrack. When you have to jam in the steering input or let off the gas, touch the brakes a little bit, it hurts your momentum. When you can use up all that racetrack and set your corner up, or your corner exit up in a nice, smooth, kind of gliding fashion, that's the best way to keep momentum down the straightaways.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, we see it all the time. You know, they try and get as low as they can in the corner and then slide clear up to the wall. Well, when there's somebody in that second group, you don't have that luxury to go clear to the wall, so you've got to straighten it out a little bit sooner than you want to.
And that obviously worked in the favor of Brady, and now Caldwell tries about half a lane up through the first set of corners here on this lap. Still about half a car length off, but looks like he's tried to figure out a way around this 21. Looks down to the inside, nothing doing there. He's going to slide up just a little bit. This is about a car length throughout the course of that corner.
It looks like he gets a little bit of a run, and then all of a sudden he just doesn't quite have it. Maybe Brady's exit's a little bit better, but he's staying with him this time. If he can get a little draft down the backstretch and make that move coming into 3, as it looks like, yeah, that was Farrar into that outside wall. Coming off of 2 there.
He's going to lose some spots here all the way back to 13th place. See if he can fall back in line and kind of get something going.
And Ronnie Hurst able to get by. Closest battle on the track is back up towards the front, though, as Trevor Dalton, Michael Matta exchange positions. Looks like Matta might have got into something as Andrew Polici goes down to the inside, going to get by Matta as well. Matta's running almost 3 lanes up the track.
Not sure what happened to him coming up off of turn number 2, but obviously enough to give Trevor Dalton a run, and a run to the outside nonetheless. So he's going to try to make that move and complete the pass on Andrew Polisi. Oh, Brady's going to try to follow him through there. There might have been a little bit of contact there, but everybody's going to get away A-okay. Michael Matta in 3rd place right now, down 1 from where he started. Trevor Dalton, 2nd place. Going to try to chase down the leader as here comes Dorian Davis making the pass on Todd Merkel. Puts him into the top 10. He's up 3 spots from where he started today.
Yeah, Todd Merkel supplies all these Merkel racing engines, and needs to figure out what the guys up front know.
Well, we know that Caldwell is fast driving one of those Merkel engine machines. Got himself into the wall a little bit, might have pushed it hard, and now he's currently sitting behind Adam Brady, 6th place. Battle for the lead is starting to close up a little bit, though. Trevor Dalton last time around 3/10 quicker.
They're battling pretty much all over the track. I mean, there's a few little gaps here and there, but other than that, everybody's still single file and has the ability. They get a run to try and make a pass here, as we're basically 2 by 2 by 2 in the first 4 spots here.
Trevor Dalton moving up the racetrack in the middle of the corner, and now he's going to come down on the exit, trying to straighten out that exit. Still about 2 car lengths behind your race leader and Justin Lewis. It's interesting to see what different lanes these guys are starting to choose after only 12 laps have gone through on this run, coming to complete lap number 13. You know these guys are going to be required to make at least 1 pit stop for fuel. They do have 2 sets of tires in the pits, so depending on this fall off that we look at, Mike, which right now is already half a second, are we going to see anybody try to take 2 pit stops versus 1 pit stop right at halfway? You know, that's depending on if we stay green, which, of course, anything can happen here in these Cup races.
Yeah, that's right. Anything can happen. I mean, you could be running perfectly fine here, and then all of a sudden some little incident ends up causing a caution here, but these guys are battling it out. Andrew Polisi all over the back bumper there of Michael Matta. Caldwell was able to get by Brady there too.
That had to have felt like it took forever to get back by the 21, who gets a little bit loose coming up off of turn number 2. He's able to straighten it up, only loses about half a car length down the back straightaway to the 94. Going into turns 3 and 4, he's going to try that high, wide, and handsome lane that he's been working. Not quite as high as you would see at some other tracks being next to the wall, but this track has generally been known as a single groove racetrack. See him double wide here with Polisi going to the inside of Michael Matta.
Polisi got a little bit loose on entry there, but he's still going to keep that momentum and drag race Matta down the back straightaway.
Polisi couldn't get clear, couldn't get in front of the 16, had to kind of let off just a little bit, and that allowed the 16 to power through on the outside in that Old Spice Ford Mustang. Michael Matta holds on to 3rd place, but here comes the 81 back to the inside. He's got a good run coming up off of the corner.
Side by side still. These guys battling side by side is going to allow Maxwell Caldwell and Adam Brady to start to close in on this battle as well. Still can't clear. Polisi trying everything he can to get by the 16 of Michael Matta.
A bit better run coming up off of turn number 2 that time, though, so he's going to enter in 3 and 4. Going to be able to complete that pass as the 16 goes 3-4 lanes up the racetrack on entry. He's able to cut it down in front of Maxwell Caldwell down the front straightaway. Andrew Polisi moves up into 3rd place. 4th goes to Michael Matta, and now Maxwell Caldwell draws a bead on the back end of that Ford Mustang.
And as those guys are battling, like Adam Brady got loose there. say the battle for the lead was starting to heat up just a little bit, but now that is back out to 0.3 of a second. It was down to almost a tenth.
I tell you what, these guys heard us start talking about half a second fall off 7 laps ago. This time around, these guys are. The last time around, they were almost 0.2 quicker than this time. It was a 33.98, I think, compared to a 34.18 this time around. Maxwell Caldwell completes the pass. Mattis going to try to fight back on the inside. Entering turn number 3. How deep does he go? Going to get in there pretty deep. Slides up the racetrack. A little bit of contact. Door banging through the middle of the corner, and he's going to concede that position. Doesn't want to do it that way.
Well, when they both drove it in so deep, we knew that was going to happen. Caldwell was able to hold his line. Matta had to check out of it. And that's going to allow Brady to get by Matta. Challenge Matta, anyway.
Yeah, he's trying, but not a whole lot he's able to do right now that time around. Matta's able to hold on to the position coming up off of turn number 2. Adam Brady looks about half a lane lower, trying to get the exit that he saw Caldwell get that was so advantageous coming up off of turn 4.
I think we got a battle back here a little bit. Todd Merkel and Dorian Davis.
Wall there. Joshua Yarbrough. Keep on keeping on. We'll put Merkel up into 10th. And Dorian Davis into 9th.
Ronnie Hurst up there into 11th. Oh, Matt is having connection issues. I saw him just start sliding down the board. I'm like, oh, what happened? We're running P4 at or P5 at the moment.
Not something you want to have happen here at any stage of the race, but especially when you're running up in the top 5. Had a pretty good start. Started second place, led a couple of laps, and now he's just kind of working it in the top 5. Trevor Dalton, Justin Lewis heating up once again for the lead.
Yeah, Dalton's starting to close in, starting to get a little bit closer. Seems like every time Dalton's able to get within that 1/10 of a second or thereabouts, Justin Lewis finds another gear and pulls off a couple tenths again, but looks like now Trevor Dalton's running a little bit higher line. Maybe he's figured out corner exit a little bit better, and he is staying right with Justin Lewis.
Now that was definitely a better exit for the 27, but the question is it going to be worth it on entry? As he's right up to that rear bumper. Yeah, that kind of looked worth it to me. Gonna get a little bit loose coming up off of turn number 2, though. Kind of lose everything that he just gained.
And there it goes back out to 0.3. Looks like he gets close enough. He just, once he gets there, his line has to get altered because of the line that Justin Lewis is running. But Jonathan Casebear is starting to feel a little pressure from Davis.
Yeah, that's a pretty good looking Home Depot scheme. Looks like I believe Tony Stewart's 2008.
That's about right.
Yeah, I think that's about the only time he drove it with. Oh, big sideways. Around goes the 25. Kendorian Davis. Big trouble with. Oh, Matt is going to get into there as well. Joshua Yarbrough got involved in that. Big damage to him on the outside.
Yeah, it looked like the brakes got locked up and he was out of the line there, but see what happened real quick as we take a look back. Get loose, snap around, locked it down. Oh. Then he started to go, and Mata got involved.
Nowhere for Yarbrough to go at that point.
Nope. None at all. Looks like it was locked down, and everybody was going to be able to go around.
And that could have just been kind of a situation where he thought, all right, I can straighten this thing out and keep it off the wall if I let off the brakes here. If he's not running VR or a triple monitor setup, there's not really a way for him to see that that car is coming through on the outside.
Yeah, no, not at all.
A lot of pit stops. Top 3 stay out. So we get our first caution of the race here, 28 laps in. Top 3 are going to stay out. Andrew Polishi going to be the first one on tires. Potentially only 2 tires taken there for Polishi. Caldwell and Brady.
Should be about ready to back him up here with the
We're going to take one more lap around. Trevor Dalton going to restart in 7th place. He is the first driver on 4 tires, 4 fresh tires. Got Ryan Kelly behind him, Todd Merkel, and then Wildman.
What is the advantage here, other than having a tire set late, for Justin Lewis staying out? Or Andrew Polici and Maxwell Caldwell just taking probably right side tires. So here we go. They get stacked up. Justin Lewis, Jonathan Casebear are going to start the front row. Got the sponsor car back there in second with Ronnie Hurst with the J&M Group Industrial Services machine.
And we'll see how this restart goes. A couple of different strategies behind the front 3. Polici on 2 tires, starting in 4th. Trevor Dalton on 4 tires, starting in 7th. Expect to see some things changing around in this field throughout the early part of this run. Pace car's going to make the hard left turn, keeps it off the barrels. Good on that driver. Justin Lewis going to lead him down. Casebear to his outside. Green flag is in the air, down and away gets Lewis, and he's got a strong gap heading into turn number 1.
Yeah, I think Lewis knew that he was going to have a little bit of a gap there with Case Bear on the outside lane, but he has to be on the lookout for Polici and Caldwell, and Adam Brady also making his way up. But watch that 27 machine as they're 3 wide.
Trevor Dalton gets loose, gets up into the side of Adam Brady, and now they're 3 wide.
Trevor Dalton going around.
Oh, and around goes Trevor Dalton into the inside wall.
Keeps it.
No caution.
Polici, Caldwell, and Ronnie Hurst were 3 wide. Wow.
Settle down just a little bit. Justin Lewis gets himself out to about a 2nd lead.
Yeah, Justin Lewis had to be seeing that in the rearview mirror and just put his foot a little bit further down on that loud pedal.
See who's going to be able to work their way up through, if anybody. Get up and challenge that number 7. 27 kept him honest in that first run, but Trevor Dalton's going to need a pit stop. Get some of that damage repaired. Laps complete. Oh, and there's Caldwell sideways down on the inside. He's going to come up the racetrack and hit the 13.
Well, the 13, Ryan Kelly there is the first driver on 4 fresh tires. Polici going to the inside of Case Bear.
Trying to take away 2nd place, and here come those fresh tires. Down on the inside, they're 3 wide for 2nd.
Three wide is not something you want to hear at Gateway.
No, but Kelly's going to be able to get clear.
Case Bear
might have got the ball. Yeah.
Looks like Brady got the wall, bounced off it, went down almost to the infield and gathered it back in. But Ryan Kelly up to 2nd right now. Caldwell's going around sideways down through the grass. He is back out on track. Going to cost him several positions.
Wild Man goes around. Contact there with Tyler Farrar. Brings out the caution for the 2nd time today.
Let's... Oh. Yeah, Caldwell slowed on the track and looked like it kind of might have caused that a little bit. Looked like Farrar kind of came up a little bit as well, though. Yeah, just a touch. Really only 2 involved.
They'll caution out for the 2nd time today. After 37 of 125 laps.
Yeah, so with that, we'll step aside. We'll go side by side. You won't miss anything if they come back to green. You'll be there, but we'll step aside, take a commercial break, and we'll be right back after this.
What's going on, everybody? It's Tillman with the Landscape Company, and I'm here to tell you that we specialize in transforming both commercial and residential spaces into stunning landscapes. Whether you need a property maintenance, mulching, or expert design crew, we've got you covered. As a small family business, we pride ourselves in putting our customers first, and your satisfaction is our top priority. Ready to elevate your outdoor space? Call us today at 757-724-7097 for your free quote. And remember, when you call, tell them Tillman sent you. TLC VB, your trusted partner for all your lawn and landscape needs.
Welcome back, everybody. They're getting ready to take the green flag here after the latest caution. Justin Lewis, Ryan Kelly. Justin Lewis has not hit pit lane. Ryan Kelly, the first car out there on 4 fresh tires, as he looks to take the lead for the first time here today. Justin Lewis has controls. The cars roll through the Geico restart zone. And Lewis is down and away, and we are green flag back at Gateway.
Strong restart there for the 7. Here comes Felici down to the inside, trying to take away second place from Ryan Kelly. Those fresher tires play a very sweet advantage on the outside. He's going to be able to hold on to that second spot. Justin Lewis continuing to gap. Andrew Felici now has Case Bear behind him.
And Case Bear trying to close in here as well. Case Bear also a driver that has not hit pit lane. Todd Merkel has those 4 fresh tires as well, as he is up inside the top 5. Maxwell Caldwell trying to battle back down on the inside of Ronnie Hurst. Michael Matta trying to follow him through as well. Robert Dalton back inside the top 10.
Looks like he's still got some damage there on that left front. So, into the wall goes
Jason Crumley.
Jason Crumley once again. He had a struggle on the opening lap and got a little bit away from the pack. Was hoping to have better luck here after this restart. Still with the pack. See if he can recover and gain a few spots.
Like Trevor Dalton's going to be the next closest battle here as he goes to the inside of Ronnie Hurst. And he's going to get by. I mean, all the drivers we've seen involved in incidents here are running back through the field fairly quickly after they were able to get those 4 fresh tires after the... Well, actually, like Trevor Dalton hasn't come down pit lane since lap 27, so...
Yeah, it's definitely looking like he just kind of said, all right, the car feels okay. Let's keep on keeping on. And well, it's not doing too bad. He's right now sitting in 8th place. And it is also very possible that he just wanted to wait to take that fast repair when he takes his last set of tires, too, just to get it all done in one run.
Yeah, that is something you got to kind of pay attention to as well. Michael Matta trying to battle back after being caught up in an incident there. Dorian Davis caused 1 caution, was able to take that EOL and is now driving back up through the field, currently running P11. Like Caldwell is trying to battle with Brady here to get a position. Looks like he will do that.
Oh, a couple of them getting into the wall there. Trevor Dalton off a turn 4. He might have followed Brady into that. Caldwell, he's trying to defend, and Trevor Dalton gets into the back of Adam Brady just a little bit.
Yeah, Dalton trying to get by Brady, but Brady's just not letting him. I mean, Maxwell Caldwell kind of knows that feeling because it seemed like he was behind Adam Brady there for 10 or 15 laps, just couldn't get by him until he finally was able to. But Brady just runs his line and is just a little bit faster. Like we got some battling going on back here towards the back as Wildman's on the high side with Yarborough down on the bottom.
Like just behind these two. Comes a couple of rookies together. Davis on the outside. Ferrara on the inside. Davis is going to hold on to that spot.
We got more battling up front too as Todd Merkel's closing in on Case Bear. He is all over that back bumper there of that Home Depot number 6 machine. Just can't quite get enough to get a run to go by.
And he's trying to get the nose in there through the middle of the corner. It's not quite enough to get there. We'll see if this run is enough. He looks down to the inside. Gonna get there. Tries to complete the pass in the middle of the corner. Slides up just a little bit. The 6 has to kind of open the steering. He's going to keep that momentum up on the outside. Be able to drag race his way back down the back straightaway. Potentially have him cleared getting into turn 3. Merkel fights back.
Merkel's trying to stay there. Still down in the middle of the track. Can't quite get by. Looks like
He's got him cleared now.
If you're Casebear, if you're Casebear, you cannot like what you have coming up behind you as well. He tries to go back to the inside of Merkel.
Not gonna work for him. Or, I mean, it is gonna work for him. Merkel's gonna struggle on the outside of Caldwell, and now Trevor Dalton trying to follow him through.
It looked like Merkel went up 3 or 4 lanes there. Brakes might have got a little hot, and he lost quite a bit of momentum. As now Trevor Dalton's also going to take advantage here, go side by side with Merkel. If he's going to dive it in here and try and make this pass. Let me just not quite make the pass, but Caldwell kind of slows down mid-corner. Merkel catches him. That kind of stacks up everybody behind him.
Merkel tried to get back by Caldwell now. It's possible he heated up his tires and got a lot of marbles on him when he ran up way at the racetrack there. Not good for the grip as now Dalton moves to the outside of Merkel. Dalton with a huge run. He's going to be able to get clear getting into turn 3. Merkel's going to fight back. No, he's not. Gives the spot to Dalton.
He's looking forward here. Oh, he drove it in way deep on that high side.
He really did. Now here comes Merkel back to the inside.
We can see how much damage that Trevor Dalton 27 machine has on that left front. Quite a bit, really. Doesn't seem to be slowing him down, though. See what happened here. They were battling for quite a while here. Go back in time, take a look, and see this pass for the lead here. It looks like Justin Lewis just slowed down a little bit. almost gave in and let Ryan Kelly take the lead.
I don't know about that. You know, I think the 13 got himself a nice run coming up off of the corner, and the 7 maybe didn't. Decided I'm not really going to try to block that run, but able to get the job done.
Yeah.
Ryan Kelly leads the race.
I mean, if you're Justin Lewis, you can't be all that mad because right now your last lap was a 34.15, which is the same as the guy who has 4 fresh tires on lap 27, which was, you know, so I mean, your tire fall off has stabilized quite a bit from where it was. Looks like Dalton drives in. Caldwell went up the track. Case Bear as well. Case Bear, Merkel. Forward with Caldwell here as he tries to close in on Trevor Dalton.
Big time battle happening here, and just behind, Bear gets around Todd Merkel. He's going to get into 6th place, and hearing from our sideline reporters, that might have been a spicy pass.
We can take a look. Just close down a little bit up here. We'll take a look real quick. Merkel slides up. Case Bear goes down to the inside. Oh,
yeah.
Checks up just a little bit. Yeah, a little spicy pass there.
Not too far from Missouri here.
Dalton and Caldwell still battling here as we come back to live action on the track. Case Bear and Merkel are not done yet either.
How aggressive does that 2 get if he gets the run back onto Case Bear? Saw a little bit of a slider. I know it's still before halfway, so Todd Merkel wasn't keen on letting that one go, but I think smarter. Now he's going to dive it in, and Case Bear not going to fight him too hard once he establishes the position.
Yeah, it looks like he kind of let him get by there. Ronnie Hurst trying to roll in on this battle.
Just starting to close in. He's within a second of this battle now.
Look at how red those rotors get when they slam on those brakes. Oh, Merkel got a little loose there.
Yeah, you heard the 6 have to react just a little bit. They're coming off the corner. Not able to jump on that and take advantage. I think that 13 might be starting to struggle a little bit on his tires.
So it looks like Leachy and Lewis are starting to roll in just a little bit. That lap there, Justin Lewis was almost a tenth faster than Ryan Kelly.
Andrew Palici and Trevor Dalton both 34.30s. Ronnie Hurst out here at 34.29, so there are a couple of cars that are quicker at the moment. Got a lot of catching up to do behind Andrew Palici.
Yeah, there is a huge gap back here. But these guys back here have been racing hard and just basically racing each other. So if they can get this figured out and start to maybe just log some laps, they might be a little bit quicker now. as Ryan Kelly went a 34.19 that time lap.
Trevor Dalton, I gotta say, I'm really impressed with the way that 27 car is handling right now. He took a huge shot to the inside wall after getting fresh tires on that, not last restart, but 2 restarts ago. Didn't get the caution right away, but then the caution came out for the 890 getting spun by the 59. He's able to restart with this group. Kind of takes a risk by staying out and not taking tires, as now you see Maxwell Caldwell get loose there coming up off the corner. But yeah, took the risk, not taking, you know, the fast repair. He knew he couldn't afford to take a second set of tires. With the way that that car is handling right now, Trevor Dalton is just throwing together an impressive drive.
Yeah, he will definitely be a driver to watch if we do get one of those late race cautions. I mean, because he'll have those tires. He is pretty quick, and if he can get that 27 Toyota fixed up, definitely a car to watch.
I'm not confident that anybody can make it on fuel. I think we're going to see at least one more pit stop. It's just a matter of if that's under caution or if it's green flag.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, maybe even if it's under green flag conditions, to be all right. He might be able to make his pit stop, get those repairs, and start driving through the field. Adam Brady has been having a heck of a time here as he is trying to work his way back through the field. Same with Michael Matta. Matta into the back of Brady.
Something happened there. Brady. Oh, problems. Matta gets turned around. Something happened with Brady's car. Hard into the wall. Was that Joshua Yarbrough involved in another one?
Looks like Yarbrough was.
It looked like something happened to that 21 in the middle of the corner. I'm not sure if it was a reaction to what was going on in front of him, but he just kind of stopped in the middle of the corner. Matta got into him. When Brady was coming up off the corner, he got loose.
It looked like the 21 was reacting to the 25. Not sure what happened there. And he checks up again, and Yarborough gets in the back of him.
I'm not sure if he tried to dive it in there and slam on the brakes in the middle of the corner.
Well, he was sliding up the track, and he's trying not to. Oh, he was turning to the right.
Yeah, he got loose.
And his car went left. Wow. Look from Matta's point of view here.
I mean, nothing that the 16 did wrong there. He's...
Nope.
You know, obviously got in there, got into the back of the 21, tried to cut down and left him plenty of room up top, but 21 just gets a little bit loose.
Then we'll go to Yarborough here.
Yarbrough with some damage to the front end. Michael Matta, we're not sure how bad that's going to be for him. Looks like the 21 doesn't look too bad unless he's already taken his fast repair, which is entirely possible. Jack Kelly and Todd Merkel stay out. Justin Lewis going to be the first one on fresh tires. Andrew Polici to his outside. Maxwell Caldwell, Michael Matta, Jonathan Casebear. Looking at Trevor Dalton, he's just now getting out of the pits. I have to believe he's going to try to save that fast repair for a little bit later on in the race.
They definitely got all the damage replaced. We should be running fairly well. Let's see if we can take a look here. Oh yeah, 27 machine looks pretty good here. As we are stacked up, ready to go back to green flag racing, Ryan Kelly takes the high side. Todd Merkel down on the bottom.
Could be a really smart play. If Justin Lewis is the guy you think you're racing, don't want to restart right in front of him, because then he's got clear track when you get your jump. You restart on the outside, then Felicia gets the clear track. Justin Lewis is stuck behind Todd Merkel until at least the start-finish line.
Yeah, it looks like Michael Madden might have only took a set of right side tires here as they get ready to roll back through the restart zone. Kelly Merkel, green flag is out. Looks like Kelly might have spun the tires a little bit. Todd Merkel goes down to the bottom.
Justin Lewis tries to split 3 wide. Merkel up the racetrack. Here comes Felici down to the inside of Justin Lewis. Down the back straightaway. Maxwell Caldwell not too far behind. Here comes Felici. Big move down to the inside. Trying to use the 2 car as a pick. Successfully does it.
Justin Lewis trying everything he can to get back by these guys, and he is just stuck. He's been 3 wide almost in every corner here and just can't quite get by that 81 machine. It looks like he's going to have company now with Caldwell closing in. Ryan Kelly knows his time is about to run out.
Felici 2/10 quicker that last time around. Justin Lewis all over the back bumper. Ryan Kelly's got to hope that they get to side-by-side battling behind him. He can try to extend this lead, at least for long enough for these tires to start to equalize out.
Well, the other thing I've noticed, Liam, is after the caution, they come back and they run relatively their same fast lap times. I mean, Ryan Kelly didn't come down pit lane, and he just ran a 33.68. Andrew Pulici ran a 33.62, so...
Felicia's doing pretty good. That was his fastest lap of the race. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with that 68 that Kelly put down that last time around. As here they start to battle once again for second. Looked like Justin Lewis might have gotten into the back bumper of Felici coming through 3 and 4, but Felici kind of drives away a little bit. Caldwell is staying ever so close to this battle. He wants to get the first crack at Ryan Kelly if these guys get into it.
Ryan Kelly trying just to drive his line, pay no attention to the rearview mirror, as he knows they are coming in. You can tell that on your relative, but Felici and Lewis are still battling pretty hot here. Like Lewis is going to try and go down to the inside, try and make that pass as they come into turn number 1.
Felici just lets him go. We can live to fight another day. I wasn't able to get up to that guy. Well, let's see if you can. 50 laps to go. Just a couple of circuits here. The top 4 under a blanket. Oh, Wildman getting loose. Brady and Dalton drive right on by. That was... Oh, problems! Ronnie Hurst hard into the wall. It's going to come out for the 4th time here today. I think that 22 is going to be tough to drive right now. Let's see what happened.
6 on the high side went around. Got a little close. Okay. Everybody jumps to the right. Slides up
Off the
track.
corner with Matta. Oh no, Matta got into the back of him.
Yeah, Matta.
Must have thought he was side drafting, but it's just a little too close there. Half the field coming into pit: Matta, Dalton, Kelly, Merkel, Brumley, Hurst, and the Wild Man. And
Yeah, it looks like everybody's trying to decide what they're going to do here. Looks like Justin Lewis is going to take track position. I mean, as he only pitted 11 laps ago. Really no surprise there. While we have a minute, let's they give a little shout out to our sponsors here, which is J&M Group Industrial Services. They are the title sponsor here, Michigan's #1 source for CNC and manual machinery repair services. J&M Group, we've got you covered.
shout out to those guys for everything they do for the league. It's a lot of fun to be able to call these races. Can't thank them enough for everything that they do. Still got 2 more laps before we get the green flag.
Well, let's
Trevor Dalton came down to get some more of that damage fixed. Jason Crumley with an extended pit stop. Ronnie Hurst, I believe, just got his fast repair. 5 seconds spent on pit road.
looks like he's got that machine ready to roll.
She'll be getting the 1 to green this time by. Justin Lewis is going to inherit the race lead once again over Andrew Belici. Maxwell Caldwell, Jonathan Casebear. Tyler Farrar moves up into the top 5. Kendorian Davis in 6th place on his outside.
Yeah, so just hearing from race control that Trevor Dalton had a little rear end action as Wild Man wasn't able to get on the brakes quite quick enough, and that's probably why he came down to get more damage repaired.
Doubled up down the back straightaway once again. Going to be 46 laps to go when we take the green flag. Definitely not had a shortage of action throughout the course of this race. Went almost 30 laps before we saw our first caution. Justin Lewis led a good portion of that. Trevor Dalton trying to chase him down. Since then, Trevor Dalton's been in the wall. Currently sits 11th, trying to recover. Andrew Belici on the outside, hoping to change the trend of how the second place driver has restarted today. We'll see what happens, though, with Justin Lewis getting into the zone. He's going to get away strong, and it's about 4 car lengths by the time they get to the start-finish line.
He will through pretty quick here. Andrew Polici, Maxwell Caldwell behind them. You have Case Bear and Farr trying to battle out here side by side. Looks like Nada goes down almost to the grass as he was trying to get by. Lost quite a few positions as he's headed down pit lane.
I believe serving a penalty there for the contact with 22. Here comes Kelly down to the inside of Davis. Merkel trying to follow him through, hits the 13 just a little bit, and that sends the 2 up the racetrack.
It looked like Merkel was almost thinking about pushing it 3 wide there.
He was thinking a lot down that front straightaway. Fortunately, the move did not work, and he's going to have to fall back a couple of spots. Justin Lewis up front.
It looks like they're all single filed out back until Kelly. Kelly's still able to keep it clear.
Well, Caldwell just ran the fastest lap of the race at 33.52. The only problem is that race leader Justin Lewis was only 4/100 slower than that.
Yeah, Caldwell finally able to get some clear track up here in 3rd position. Not really battling anybody at the moment here as Kelly's looking to go to the inside of Case Bear. Can't quite get there, still side by side.
Got a run coming down the back straightaway, a little bit of side draft. Gonna drive it in there pretty deep, but Bear stays strong up on the top side. Kelly's going to get around him, though.
Kelly gets around him. Adam Brady trying to drive back up here inside the top 5. Ryan Kelly just ran the fastest lap of the race with a 33.48.
Sideways there for Kelly. Coming up off of the corner. He just ran, yeah, like you said, blazing fast for this 13. Trying to chase down Caldwell. He's within just over 2 seconds away from the race lead, I should say. So Adam Brady is under fire from the 59 of Tyler Farrar.
Look up front. Andrew Polici goes down to the inside. Going to try and make that pass on Justin Lewis. Lewis into the outside
into the
wall. Polici looking to get another win on the season.
Lewis is not going to be pleased with himself after that. He's going to be trying to fight hard to get the lead back from this 81, but clean air is king here at Gateway. 4 cars once again under a blanket. Justin Lewis in second, behind Andrew Polici. 3rd place goes to Caldwell, and then Kelly in 4th. And look at this, a little bit of a bump. All 4 of them making contact there through turns 1 and 2. Adam Brady goes sideways down the back straightaway.
Down to the inside. Like he'll keep it straight, so we stay green.
And Ryan Kelly is able to get in front for 3rd place. Gets in front of the 94 of Caldwell. Puts a bead now on Justin Lewis in front. Remember, just a little bit fresher tires here for the 13 machine. But if we see ourselves another caution flag, he might be on the wrong side of the board.
Yeah, that's going to be one of the things to look out for here is, did he take both sets of tires? I would assume that he did. Justin Lewis has only made 1 pit stop.
All over the back bumper of that 81 once again. Moves up the racetrack and now back down to the bottom, trying to set up a good exit. Gets a little bit loose, and that's going to cost him all the momentum he would have gained. Here comes Kelly down to the inside, down the back straightaway, trying to take away 2nd place. He's going to dive it in deep. Tries to slide up the racetrack. Doesn't really even need to. Justin Lewis gives him the space, falls in behind. Ryan Kelly in the 2nd place.
Kelly's taking advantage of slight mistakes there as he is going to the inside of Polici here, trying to get back up into the lead.
Justin Lewis got looks coming up off the two. Really not liking what's happening to that car at this stage in the race. Kelly tries to close in. He's within 2 car lengths down the front straightaway of Andrew Polici.
Todd Merkel getting by Davis here. Davis tries to cross him up. Ooh, almost side by side door banging there, but gives the position back. Back up front, Kelly and Polici.
Almost some contact there. Kelly really likes to drive it in deep on corner entry. When you're driving against somebody that doesn't enter that way, it can get tough to try to anticipate those braking zones. A little bit of separation now between the top 4. Say separation. They're still about a second apart.
Yeah, they're about a second apart, but it's pretty much going to be them battling for the podium spots right now as they have a 3-second gap back to Case Bear, who almost turned Farrar there, and Todd Merkel goes down to the inside. Merkel spinning around here, trying to get it going again. And caution will come out.
It's time today here with just over 30 laps to go. Merkel goes around down the back straightaway, hits that inside wall, a pretty hefty amount.
It's all happened in front of him. Not only once, but twice hard into that wall. Maybe we can take a different look over here at what happened in front of him. Out. Here. Car clears, slides up the track, and Casebear just gets right into that left rear quarter. Gets him loose, and Merkel reacts, and that is what brings out the caution. But with that being said, and since we're under caution, we'll step aside here one more time for the final time, and then we'll be back to bring you the conclusion of the race, round number 8 at Gateway.
Everybody, it's Tillman with the Landscape Company, and I'm here to tell you that we specialize in transforming both commercial and residential spaces into stunning landscapes. Whether you need a property maintenance, mulching, or expert design crew, we've got you covered. As a small family business, we pride ourselves in putting our customers first, and your satisfaction is our top priority. Ready to elevate your outdoor space? Call us today at 757-724-7097 for your free quote. And remember, when you call, tell them Tillman sent you. TLC VB, your trusted partner for all your lawn and landscape needs.
funny because I'm like,
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody, to the J&M Group Industrial Services Winston Cup Series as we get ready to take the green flag. Justin Lewis came down pit lane, and he is going to be starting back in 9th position here. Andrew Polici, Ryan Kelly are going to lead us down to green, and here we go. Green flag racing once again at Gateway.
how quickly can Justin Lewis work his way back up to the front? He's in 8th place right now, but in a big heap of trouble. It looks like most of the trouble is behind him. Caldwell blocking down the back straightaway. Lewis moves up to the top side. Matta gets into the back of Lewis.
Lewis is going
and around goes Justin Lewis. No, he's going to save it.
Drifting through the corner is Justin Lewis. Michael Matta put the bumper to him.
Lewis is not going to be pleased with I think that was the 94 in front of him, and Adam Brady just behind him.
Instead of 94 in Maxwell Caldwell.
Michael Matta, rather.
Yeah. But one guy who is perfectly fine with that is going to be Andrew Polici, as he is starting to pull away with Ryan Kelly. And they'd rather just have it between them two as Kendorian Davis hard into that outside wall. Maxwell Caldwell is split in the middle as he's trying to drive to the front.
Caldwell also just came in for these fresh tires. He drives it in deep. All 3 cars slide up the racetrack, but the tire advantage is going to give Maxwell Caldwell that position. He's up to 4th.
Caldwell looking to change his luck here as he's looking to get to victory lane. Coming up just short the last couple weeks. Inside of Farrar. He is going to take that position coming into turn number 1.
Farrar stays high on the outside. He's going to try to... Oh, man, he was going to try to compete there. Succeeds on the outside defending that position. Little bit of contact. I'm not sure Caldwell expected the 59 to fight that hard on the outside.
Well, Trevor Dalton around in front of everybody.
Oh, but there goes Case Bear.
Davis.
Straight.
Wow. I think there was 3 cars that were sideways there. Justin Lewis trying to battle back. Looks like it's probably going to be a little too late here. Maxwell Caldwell is throwing caution to the wind, dives it in deep inside the 59, and he is going to try and take P3.
That 59 is not quite giving him up and giving him the space, but Caldwell trying hard on the inside, going to slide up the racetrack. Once again, the 59 tries to fight hard on the outside, but nothing he can do. He gets Swirly coming up off the corner, and he's going to lose a ton of time.
Yeah, got Swirly, lost a bunch of time. Justin Lewis looking to the inside of Ronnie Hurst. Lewis is going to take that spot up to P7. And as all this is going on, Polici and Ryan Kelly have pulled a 2-second gap back to Maxwell Caldwell.
Just over 20 laps to go. It'll be tough for Caldwell to chase him down. 2 seconds. Ryan Kelly sits about 4 tenths back. I mean, if these guys get side by side, it's going to be pretty easy for Caldwell to start closing in. He's going to have to gain about 10th or so a lap here. Trying to stay really consistent with his lap times. Keep his head down and just keep flicking him away. Meanwhile, Andrew Polici holding on to the race lane for now. Kelly is faster one lap, slower the next. These guys are trading blows back and forth on the lap time chart.
Yeah, and Caldwell is closing in. He's running a little bit faster, and he should have enough laps to get up here and get into this battle especially with the way that Kelly and Polici are running here. And Justin Lewis making some passes here. He's been the fastest car almost all night as he goes to the inside of Adam Brady. Has Dorian Davis up there as well, but can't quite get by as he falls back into line.
Good recovery for Lewis after getting turned sideways there on that restart. He said tried to get down to the inside of Brady. He's going to try it again, but got that apron. That got him loose coming up out of turn number 4 that last time. See if he's able to keep it inside. Yeah, he's going to get around Brady. He's going to try to keep going through on the inside of the 25. Davis, that's going to be for a top 5 spot.
Justin Lewis will take that spot. Now he will have another rookie just in front of him. You can catch that number 59 Busch Light machine.
Oh, trouble back straightaway into the wall goes the 25 of Davis.
Hard into the wall.
It was a stack up behind, I believe, with Brady and Yarbrough. Everybody keeps it straight, but
everybody's still on track. 19 laps to go. Justin Lewis has clean track in front of him. He has a 3-second gap to Maxwell Caldwell. And Caldwell has now got a 1.5 seconds to Ryan Kelly.
Kelly's starting to slow down just a little bit in comparison to your race leader. He lost a couple tenths that last time around. A little bit fresher tires, but it's possible he might have heated them up too much, and now he's starting to slide.
Well, you should see Maxwell Caldwell and Justin Lewis start to close in. They both took their last set of tires on lap 93. And we're on lap 108 right now. He is closing in. He's down to under a second now.
He's really closed that gap down from third place. Caldwell on the fresh tires. And then just about 15 laps to go. About 25 laps fresher than Andrew Polici's tires are. And 15 fresher than Kelly's.
Trevor Dalton's battling back now after almost getting caught in the chaos that was. There's some battling back here between Brady and Davis.
Just gets up into the wall just a little bit.
Yep.
Polici's out to 0.7 seconds over Kelly, who is just about a quarter second over Caldwell. Really turned up the wick at this stage of the game.
Yeah, Caldwell's almost to that back bumper. Going to be battling here for second place when they start this next lap here. Kelly goes down to the inside, wants to take away that inside position, and Caldwell's going to just make that pass on the high side.
Makes it look pretty simple, though.
I mean, if you're Ryan Kelly, you're just kind of wanting to hang on for these last 14 laps. You were losing a little bit of time there to Polici anyway, but if you can hang on for these next 14 laps, wind up with a podium here, I mean, you got to pretty much consider your day a success. You're up 5 spots from where you started. I mean, led some laps.
Yeah, I had a great strategy call all throughout the course of this race.
And it doesn't look like Justin Lewis is really closing in either.
No, I mean, I think he's quicker than Kelly, but he might have used up all his stuff with that slide and then working through the pack. 4th place is still a strong recovery for Lewis, but 12 laps to go. Might be tough for him to try to chase down Ryan Kelly. Still a couple tenths a lap quicker. Just not sure it's going to be enough.
He's got to make up 3 seconds in 12 laps, so. Ronnie Hurst looking to get a top 5 here. Also up 5 spots.
It's like Tyler Farrar and Davis might be having some sort of issues.
They're coming down pit lane. It looks like they went on and off the track, so.
Interpolici holds on by 9/10 of a second. Maxwell Caldwell in 2nd place. It's on a hard charge to get to where he is now, but once he got into 2nd place, within that second or so mark, hasn't been able to close in.
That's
And
almost,
laps to go.
it's almost like as soon as Luigi saw who it was, he just kind of just turned it up just a little bit. Luigi's still quicker. Nine laps to go here from Gateway.
I think if Caldwell wants a chance, he's got to try to cool down his tires as much as he can without losing time, and then just put the hammer down. See what the lap times look like this time around. A little bit quicker for Caldwell there.
And Caldwell has got to get that throttle down here, or just settle for 2nd place.
You don't want to settle. Not when you're this close.
No, he doesn't. He's been on the podium the last few weeks, and he keeps thinking, what else can I do to just get that couple more spots to get that win? And that
Lost a couple tenths that.
I won't say Felici was a 10th faster. Oof.
Drew Polici, another one of these drivers with the Merkel Racing Engine sponsors on the side. He's got the Rocket League hacks. Got net on the front. Real good job today here. Is now you see Todd Merkel getting to the inside of Adam Brady. Jonathan Casebear trying to figure out which way to go around this roadblock. Oh, Brady gets into the wall.
Like Casebear followed him right up into the wall. Brady just blocking Casebear, keeping him back there behind him. Merkel slides up in front of Brady. Brady goes down to the inside, tries to cross him over. Not quite enough momentum there. Merkel takes
almost
that spot.
Almost a little bit of contact. These guys are racing just inside the top 10. Battle for 8th place as Merkel. Now here comes Casebear down to the inside of Brady. He's going to make a power move. Brady trying to fight back as Merkel drives away just a little bit. There's 5 laps to go. Andrew Polici still leads by about 3/4 second. Caldwell in 2nd place. Ryan Kelly is kind of stabilized right there in 3rd. Justin Lewis 2 seconds back and forth. He'll be just shy of a podium position likely. After a little bit of contact later in this race.
Yeah, I think that one little stack up we had there where several drivers wound up sideways and everybody wound up saving it probably did everybody a little bit of damage here as they were trying to battle back through the field. Ronnie Hurst hoping to stay and get a top 5 here. 4 laps to go, 3 now as we take the start-finish line.
I know it seems like it's easy street for Polici right now, but it definitely has not been that way throughout the course of this day. It's been up through in the top 5. He started in 5th place. Through differing strategies. He's able to get out front and get clean air, and now with 2 laps to go, he's looking to take the oldest tires in the field to victory lane.
Yeah, I mean, he made his 2 pit stops early. It looked like he might still have at least a left side set, but he took 2 the first stop, took 4 the second on lap 66, and now he is headed to the white flag, and he is going to set sail for 4 more corners here at Gateway to try and bring home win number 2 on the season.
81 Chevy Camaro has been stout all day. Started in 5th place. Was able to race hard. Take the lead from Justin Lewis late in the race. From there on out, he has not looked back. Andrew Polici is going to come up off of turn number 4 and win here at Worldwide Technology Raceway here at Gateway. Maxwell Caldwell takes second, then Ryan Kelly, Justin Lewis, Ronnie Hurst, Trevor Dalton, Joshua Yarbrough, Jonathan Casebear, Todd Merkel, and Adam Brady round out the top 10. Mason Crumley, Michael Matta, Tyler Farrar, and Wildman. And Dorian Davis did not finish the race. Well, Andrew Polici burns it down. We'll go ahead and talk with our 3rd place finisher, Ryan Kelly. Hey, Ryan, it's Liam and Mike up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, you drove a phenomenal race throughout the course of the entire night. I mean, we saw you kind of towards the middle of the pack. You made a pit strategy to get fresh tires, and you worked your way up through the field. What was it like racing out here today? What was it like battling through that traffic?
Yeah, it was definitely fun. It was a little hard to pass there on the bottom, but I think with fresh tires it made it easier. But yeah, I got to the back there and then got the fresh tires and was driving through there. I locked up the brakes once, so sorry to whoever was on the outside there. But yeah, I had fun tonight.
You drove up through the field. You took the lead away from Justin Lewis, and you held on to it for a while. How did that 13 car feel in clean air versus dirty air?
It definitely was better in clean air. It was hard to get around Andrew there when I was riding behind him, but yeah, it was definitely better in clean air. Hit the wall there behind Andrew, and that kind of killed my front end, and that was just a mistake I made. But overall, I still had fun racing.
Well, you drove an amazing race here. You finished 3rd on the podium here at Gateway. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to for such a strong run?
Yep, just the my teammates at the 1320 group, and all the guys for putting on the league, and hope everyone watching enjoyed.
Awesome stuff, man. We can't thank you enough for joining us, and imagine we'll be talking to you again soon.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, now we're going to go ahead and bring in 2nd place. believe Maxwell Caldwell is with Mike.
Maxwell, Mike up in the booth, man. Heartbreak once again here for you. Another podium finish, though. How was it racing out there here at Gateway?
Oh, man. Tough. This track's always tough. Dude, this is a victory. I will take second place running lap after lap, matching that 81. He's so good around here. Justin's really good. Ryan's really good. And I'm still trying to get used to some new equipment, like new pedals, new wheel, new shift, like new everything. And you know how that is. That takes time to adjust. And this is like maybe my third race with them. And even in practice, I was still toying with the brake, trying to figure that out. So to come out here, run 125 laps, get the tire wear that I was getting and finish second, gosh, I'll take that as a win here tonight. That was good. But congrats to that 81.
Yeah, it definitely looked like you had kind of had the right strategy, taking your last set of tires there later in the race. Just not quite enough time or a late race caution to get up there with that 81, but you battled back. You were able to get by Kelly there and avoid the calamity that kind of caught a couple other drivers back there. But other than that, man, another podium finish. Good start to the year. Just need to get that victory, and I'm sure you have one coming soon.
Absolutely. Just got to get that monkey off the back. Running, I feel like this season's been a lot of top threes, a lot of top fives, a lot of top threes. I don't really think we've had what you say, just a terrible race. So in the points, we ought to now that the drop weeks are calculating and people are missing and showing, and we ought to be calculating pretty darn good. I think the 81 is going to get a little bit of an extended lead with this win, but still solid. And you talk about that, taking the tires there at the end. That was the call. I wasn't going to win sitting in third with equal tires as the 81, so I was going to try to do something different, but having to restart ninth and drive through some of those guys, and me and Justin can both attest to it. The way those guys drive in the back is unreal. Like, they just go really hard for kind of no reason. And when they know you're faster than them, they'll just overdrive the corner here. Shifting tracks are really bad about magnifying that and making it harder to pass. So it was a really hard place to pass at here tonight. So to come from ninth to second and have at least a chance is great. Ryan Kelly, being the teammate he is, like, he knew he on the backstretch when he was behind Andrew, he hit that darn wall where it sticks out and got some damage. So once I got to him, he just kind of let me by to see if I could, do anything with the 81, because he knew if we raced side by side, it would just eliminate any chance. So all three of us teammates, really all top four teammates, but we thank him for that, and still just a great run here tonight.
Definitely, man. Well, before we get you out of here, anybody wanting to thank before we let you go?
Absolutely. First and foremost, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, man. He's just so good. Blesses me so much, and I'm able to be here with all these amazing people and running this league. Wish we could get the car count back up, but that will come if we keep putting on great races like this, and y'all keep putting on the great broadcasts y'all do. It's sure to come. But thankful to him for all his blessings. Thankful to Merkel Racing Engines for continuing to be on the car. Man, what a great friend and what a great sponsor. But friend first, he's just an awesome guy. Super supportive for the team. Thankful for his support here. And then got to thank the teammates Andrew, Ryan, Justin, Trevor, and Todd. Had a full crew here tonight. Ryan doesn't always get to run with us, so it's nice when he gets to come hang out. And he scored that awesome third as well. So thankful for those guys. And, man, thankful for the league for just continuing to push through and put on some great races here this season. I know y'all have probably had some bangers to watch at the ends of some of these. They've been pretty good, pretty action-packed. And then thankful for you guys on the broadcast. I mean, each and every week y'all are doing an absolutely amazing job, so can't thank y'all enough for what you do. And looking forward to next week. Don't know where we are, but just looking forward to it.
Definitely, man. Well, congrats once again, and we'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
All right, now we've got our race winner, Andrew Polici. Andrew, it's Liam and Mike up in the booth. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Doing pretty good. We just watched you put a whooping on the second half of this race. What was it like out there? I mean, you made a really good pit strategy there with the pit stop at lap 66 and not coming in after that. So
Yeah.
Was it pretty much a track position type of race?
A little bit. If you kind of babied the tires, which I think is the biggest thing here, you got to just big toe it and kind of not burn the right rear off, especially after two. If you do that, it didn't seem that the tire wear was that crazy between the guys that pit and the guys that stayed out there. And so I just tried to baby my stuff as long as I could. And then once I got on a second set, I ran that first set for a while. Once I got on that second set, I just tried to take care of them. And then little track, I guess track position played into it a little bit. I tried to stay out there, and I don't want to be shuffled back here with some of the other guys that were on older stuff. And yeah, it worked out. I think this is really just a place where patience pays off, and somehow I was patient enough to make it work.
You're up there racing with your teammates for a lot of that second half there with Caldwell, and Caldwell chasing you down. You passed Kelly and also passed Lewis. What does it mean to have a team so strong, being able to run up in the top 4 like that?
It feels pretty good being the guys that are holding everybody else back. I mean, it kind of sucks. You don't want to feel cocky, but it's pretty cool battling your buddies for the win at a lot of places. I really wish that. Well, I'm partially thankful that Kelly got into the wall there, Ryan. But I kind of wish he didn't, because I would have liked to see. He's a dude who's crazy good, and it would have been really fun to try to hold him off there. I think I could have did it, but it'd have been a challenge. So yeah, it feels good having teammates that are strong and people you can race with every week that are courteous and so forth.
Andrew, this is your second win, I believe, on the season. Should give you a little bit of a jump in the points. How are you feeling about your championship? Standings moving forward?
I like my my chances. I've never really gone this far in a championship fight, so I think this will put me in the lead, wouldn't it? I'm not sure. I don't know if you guys know.
You and Justin Lewis were tied at the beginning of the race, so I'm assuming with drop weeks, you probably will, because I think Justin has 2 wins. You have 2 wins, so it'd be pretty even.
Yeah, it'll be fun trying to fight him for it. I don't think it's going to be hard to keep him down. He's really good, but I like my chances. This is the best I've ever had, so we'll see what happens. We got, 4 or 5 races left? Something like that?
But you've been phenomenal throughout the course of this season, and able to get the win here tonight. Who helps you get it done? Who do you want to thank for such a strong performance there in that 81 machine?
I want to thank my teammates, as you mentioned, Ryan Kelly, Justin Lewis, Maxwell Caldwell, Todd Merkel, Trevor Dalton. Great group to race with. We all learn a lot from each other. You guys in the booth. My meme sponsor, Bargain Rocket League, hacks.net. Use code DERNIT for 38% off your next order. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The league itself, putting on races.
Some stuff, Andrew. Congratulations once again on the race win. We'll be talking to you again, I'm sure, relatively soon.
Hope to see you guys next week. Thank you.
Well, that's going to about wrap it up for us here today. Short field, 15 drivers took the green flag. They talked about the car count. It's improving though, Mike. You know, it's slowly but surely we're getting, another car week in and week out. We had some 2 new guys today with Davis and Farrar. I mean, these guys race really good. It's a lot of fun to watch up here in the booth. So if you guys are interested, it's definitely a good league to look into.
Yeah, definitely. They throw some fun tracks out, as you'll see in the next few races. 15 guys show up, and they basically race at Gateway, 4 or 5 cautions. A couple of them for, a little incidents here and there. But other than that, no real major cautions caused tonight, and they put on a heck of a show. Leachy at the end there decided to kind of run away with it after Kelly hit the wall, but still had tons of action on track, which is what we look forward to each and every week here in the J&M Group Industrial Services Winston Cup Series.
We'll go ahead and run through our finishing results here. Andrew Polici beats out Maxwell Caldwell and Ryan Kelly. Justin Lewis makes it a 1 through 4 for, I believe that's 1320 Enterprises. Roddy Hurst gets up to 5th place. Trevor Dalton down in 6th after early contact with the inside wall. Joshua Yarborough recovers from 2 incidents to get up to 7th, and Jonathan Casebeer has himself an eventful day, a couple of lawn mowing sessions, getting into 8th place. Todd Merkel recovered from contact with the inside wall late to get into the top 10 with a 9th place finish. And Adam Brady fought hard with Case Bear and Merkel, can only hold on for 10th. Jason Crumley started off kind of struggling today. Was able to make up a couple spots, and then Michael Matta, who started in 2nd, all the way back in 12th. Tyler Farrar and Wildman at the back of the field, and then Kendorian Davis, our only DNF of the race.
I mean,
we can't.
That's saying something there. Only DNF.
And I think that was more of a. I just don't want to be in the way at the end of this thing. He had some contact. He had already used his fast repair. I think he just said, all right, not going to get in the way.
Definitely not.
Well, that should about do it for us here on Sim Racing Media. Can't thank you guys enough for tuning in live here on a Monday night. Hope you guys enjoyed the action as much as we did up here in the booth. For Mike DeMoney, I'm Liam Erbig. Just that friendly reminder that as you walk through the streets of life, please don't play in traffic. Have a good night, folks.